Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play EarthBound. We have just reached Tucson, learned that Paula is out here in Peaceful Rest Valley. We're gonna have to go out in search of her. I believe we are all ready. Got our Suporma in hand. We're gonna use this to spread peace and goodwill. Awesome, I can't wait. So let's go ahead and head out. We got some guys to talk to if we want. And of course, more information about Paula. Pretty much anyone you talk to, you can figure out where you need to go. It's one thing I like about this game. It is kind of old school in that there's not like, you know, a super linear big arrow telling you where to go, but if you just ask around, you can pretty much figure out what needs to be done next. Alright, so let's proceed through the cave and get to it. This is going to be this is really the first kind of big field area. You know, we just kind of went through the outskirts of Oned. I guess if you want to count the cave with Giant Step, but, you know, this is really the first big transition area that's not really used for anything else. So first thing that's worth mentioning is there's a girl over here in the corner that's hunting for mushrooms. If you get mushroomed, you can come over here and she'll remove it for you. Oh, wow, it's a UFO. Check that thing out. It also surprised me. I'm getting kind of bad luck with that. And it's probably more my fault than anything, but we'll chalk it up to luck. Why not? So this is the little UFO. It's not too much of a threat. It can cause the cold status on you. It can also dodge quite a bit. It's pretty quick, but we're just gonna bash a couple times and that'll take it down. See, you see it dodge me there. Yeah, there's its beam that causes nighttime stuffiness. So cold is kind of like poison in this game, which is a strange comparison to make, but as you can see, you take damage from it every turn. You also take damage from it out in the field, so you want to heal that as much as you can. I'll show what the damage effect looks like just once. Just walk around a bit. Yep, there it is, that little red flash. That means you're taking damage. You gotta fix something. So let's go ahead and just use this cold remedy. We picked this up back in Giant Step. We can go ahead and drink that, get over the cold. Got another helpful mole here, but again, we don't really need the game advice. So we'll just continue. It's an interesting shaped rock there. Oh, there's a bridge that's out. Looks like there's a guy on the other side. Hey, dude, got a rope or something? Can I get across here? Cross bridge to Happy Village. Well, unfortunately, I can't quite do that, so I guess we'll just have to take the long way. Also, some interesting music around here. Whoa, what? What is this? It's some kind of pencil statue? Some weird reason. A pencil-shaped iron statue is blocking the path. The game doesn't even know. Oh, is this the time? Can we use our Suporma here? Let's try it. Sing the song Ode to Orange Kid. The machine broke down. Oh. Slightly underwhelming. Well, unfortunately, I don't really think there's much else we can do, so head back to town, I guess, and see if we can find something to do about this. Nobody mentioned a pencil statue blocking the way. I got another new enemy here. I'd like to not have that UFO get in the battle as well, but I can't. Okay, yeah, well, that's just gonna happen. Like, I couldn't get the sprout to move. So this is the mobile sprout. Basically, if you see these guys and there aren't any mushrooms around, these should be your #1 priority. It's not too important right now because we're just going straight back to town. But these guys can actually steal your PP, and when you finally start going through here, here's PSI Magnet, which will steal the PP. 8, in fact, which is quite a lot compared to what we have. And the challenge when trying to go through this, like, for real, is keeping your psychic points throughout the entire thing, because these guys will steal it very quickly, and that'll, of course, limit your ability to heal and stuff, so don't want that to happen. So at this point, we just need to bash this UFO a few times. There's a sentence I didn't think I'd be saying, but there you go. And that'll finish it off. So yeah, the battles get a little bit tricky. You can see we also get quite a lot of experience. This is a good chance to get some more levels along the way as well. So unfortunately, we're just kind of leaving empty-handed. There's not a lot we can do about that big pencil statue, and there's no other way to get through either. And just as an example of how annoying those things can be, I'm down to 4 PP. That's not even enough to use life up, so at this point to recover, I'd be stuck with hamburgers and whatever other food I've got. It's also worth mentioning I did level up to level 14, gained a few more stats, a little bit more max HP. I think it was an 11 increase. We also learned, we're gonna have to check it out from the status screen, we learned Paralysis Alpha, which is pretty nice. There are a couple battles you can use it in that basically win it for you because the numbed condition is incredibly strong in this game. Basically, you can't do regular attacks at all. like it always, keeps you from attacking, and it lasts the entire battle. So it's very, very strong if you use it on the right enemy. Oh, got a phone call. I guess that phone that mouse gave us. Oh, it's Apple Kid. What's up, man? How was your ketchup packet? All right. Well, apparently he finished something he's super excited about. Let's try not to get the mushroom. There we go. I could actually use the the PP here. I guess we could just heal up at a hotel or something, but if we can save the money, that would be nice. Oh, man. Can I get through? Nice. Yeah, they seem to have a pretty slim radius. Oh, look at that. Oh, come on. They're just being mean with it now. Dude, get out of the way. Can you fight the mushrooms for me? Okay, well, that'll work. So why don't they attack these people around here, It's a little close for enemies, I think. Well, either way, we need to be meeting with Apple Kid. And it turns out that he's not by his house. Orange Kid is now standing outside. Alright, well, that's it. Nothing to say about your stupid device that broke as soon as I used it. Good job. So yeah, we definitely made the right choice with Apple Kid. Of course, oh, check that out. Oh, there's... Yeah, very kind of rarely enemies can actually appear in towns. You'll notice them by their blue skin. And they're just kind of like random people. This is a cranky lady, so let's beat up on her a bit. These are all pretty much really easy. You can see there's like no damage being dealt here. We can take them out in a few. Ooh, that shopping bag, man. What do you got in there? Okay, so the cranky lady turned back to normal. Now she's just a normal lady. And wow, that's quite a lot. And a handbag strap? Huh. I'm not sure off the top of my head what that does. It might cause numbness, but that's just a wild guess. Uses a whip. The enemy takes enough damage to stop moving. Okay, so it's kind of like the minor form of that. Gone after one use. We'll probably just sell that or drop it if we need the space. Not really that useful. Alright, yeah, so Orange Kid told us the Apple Kid's actually waiting for us in the park. Just came out to get a little fresh air. Might not be a bad idea. I was sitting over here by himself, probably because he stinks so bad. Finally, the pencil eraser is ready. Okay. We'll eradicate all pencil-shaped figures in 1 second. Wow, that's incredible, because that's exactly what we need. Just don't use it near a shop that sells pencils. Yeah, I guess. Do some serious vandalism with that thing. Alright, so we get the pencil eraser. Sweet. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. I guess we can see its description. Yeah, and they're a little more specific. You should be able to figure it out, but just in case you couldn't, if you got something blocking your way that looks like a pencil, you can use that to get rid of it. Now that we have that, we can actually go through Peaceful Rest Valley fully. However, I think I'm going to stop by the hotel to kind of fill up a bit. So what I'm going to do is do that, and then we will meet up at the entrance to Peaceful Rest Valley. I also just realized that I've not actually slept in a hotel on camera yet, so we can go ahead and check this out first. We can talk to this guy here at the desk. One night will cost us $50, which is a little bit steep, but I guess for a hotel, not that bad. So we can stay here if we want. Oh, wow. I completely forgot that happened because I usually don't need to heal. Yeah, so she managed to communicate with us, even though she's been kidnapped, doesn't quite know where she is. Let's go and talk to this guy, read the newspaper before we go. Yeah, here we go. Ghost found to inhabit the tunnel to Threed. Again, another little explanation of why we can't quite get there just yet. So yeah, that was actually really interesting. So definitely she's needing help. It's not just some casual stroll she's going on. Oh yeah, her father's out searching for her too, man. I didn't realize how much I missed by not staying in that hotel. Sweet. So yeah, obviously they all know she's missing now, so thankfully we do know where she is. We got the inside line from Everdread, so this time for real, we're gonna meet right outside Peaceful Rest Valley. I lied again, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting things. We're in the Polestar preschool here. This time I am actually going to check out Paula's room, which is on up here through her parents' place. And there's a gift here we can pick up. There's a teddy bear inside. Now this is a cool little item. You can see it actually follows us around out on the world map. And if we check out its description here. Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't actually say what it does. Well, that was actually surprisingly useless. But we're actually going to see this thing in battle. It kind of works as a party member like Pokey and Picky and all them were at the beginning of the game. And it can soak up damage for us. Obviously, it doesn't act because, well, it's a teddy bear. But sometimes enemies will target it and it'll, you know, take some heat off of us. So it's nice to have along. And we're definitely going to take it for the full trip through the valley this time. Okay, this time for real, I kept my word. Here we are back at the entrance to the valley again. It's pretty much just worth avoiding all the mobile sprouts you can. There were a few in the caves I came across, so you can kind of, you know, scroll off the screen and do that old trick. And, you know, because you really, losing that PP hurts a lot. Okay, so here we are. We'll see if the teddy bear is going to take some damage from us. Not sure who that was against. Yeah, there we go. See, it actually fired the cold beam, but it hit the teddy bear, so it didn't affect us. Obviously, a teddy bear can't catch a cold. So that's really nice to have along, especially when you're by yourself. It takes a lot of pressure off. There's another mobile sprout there. Again, I'm going to try to scroll those off as much as I can because I really just don't want to mess with them. Alright, so let's keep going up to where that statue was. Again, get rid of that sprout. It's really nice that you can do that, actually. So here's the statue that's blocking our path. Now let's get the actual useful invention. Use the pencil eraser. And for some weird reason, the iron pencil statue was erased. Nice, it's gone, and now we can finally head through and start the journey for real. I don't think there's anything up here. There might be a present, but it's probably useless if there is one. Oh, well, what do you know? A photographer's spot. Hey, good thing we walked up here then, I guess. Okay, so now we get a nice little picture with the teddy bear that we can reminisce on. Oh, man, look at that tree. It's walking. That is no ordinary tree. Let's check this thing out. So this is another new enemy. You don't see a whole lot of them, but they're still relatively common. This is the territorial oak. Now, this is going to introduce a game mechanic that I have not touched on yet for this reason, because it's going to forcefully get introduced here. Let's go ahead and start taking this thing out. It's somewhat strong. You can also use this vacuum attack to sort of suck your stats away. But if we do a few bashes, that'll take it down. You can see it's attacking the teddy bear, which is nice. It's also trying Brain Shock, which I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it keeps you from using spells, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. Okay, so I think maybe one more bash and this thing should be done for, and then we'll see. Yeah, the territorial oak is burst into flames. You can see it does a lot of damage. It was like 200-something damage. It actually didn't hit Ness because it hit the teddy bear. But basically, if it did hit Ness, you'd realize there's no real way you could survive that. I mean, it's like 250 damage. How are you going to? The key is that this game has a scrolling HP counter. Basically, it counts your HP down as you're taking the damage. If you can end the battle before that scrolls down to 0, then you'll still survive, even though you took mortal damage. So even though it didn't quite come into effect there, hopefully you understand what I mean. Maybe we'll see it with this one here. Okay, well, my teddy bear has died, so we are definitely going to get to see it here. And it's going to attack some more. Let's see if this will do it. Yeah, burst into flames, so we take a lot of damage, but you can actually just mash the buttons and get through it as quickly as possible. You still take a handful of damage. It's maybe 40 or 50 at the speed it scrolls, but much better than the, 250 that was advertised. So let's go ahead and heal up here. Managed to keep my PP through avoiding those mobile sprouts. Again, I cannot emphasize enough how important that is. So we got a couple different ways to go. There's some presents around. None of these are really that useful. There's a luck capsule, which there's probably a better person to use it on, but I'd rather just drink it and not waste the inventory space. And so it's kind of a diamond-shaped thing here. There's 3 sprouts up there, so I'm gonna wait to engage this. There we go, until we get those away. Okay, so unfortunately, no, this is not a giant crystal diamond. This is actually a spinning robo. Not sure how these things really got out there. I guess work of Gygas, I don't know. But anyway, this thing isn't too tough. It can also cause nighttime stuffiness, just like that little UFO can. Otherwise, we need to take it out normally. It's also got some really interesting background music. But we took it out, so, you know, handful of ashes again. It's really all you need. So this time, we now have a cold. However, we don't have the... Oh, I'm getting called? Okay, it's Dad. Oh, we've been out there for a long time. Yeah, this happens occasionally if you've been playing for a while without taking a break. So you gotta make sure to say no here. I don't want to take a break. I don't think it stops you forcefully, even if you say yes, but we'll say no just in case. So yeah, now as I said, as I was saying before, we have a cold, but we don't have a cold remedy. We can actually use Healing Alpha to take care of this. That's kind of our status healing spell. You can also go ahead and check out its status. I think it lists what all it can cure. It cures cold, sunstroke, or sleep. So not a whole lot at its base level, but it'll of course keep getting better as we level up. All right, so let's continue along. Quite a lot of enemies around, but that's to be expected. So we leveled up here. We got some more boosts. Got a pretty big offense boost. 1 in vitality, so our HP is going to go up by 15 more. Which is nice. I hate having to use the PP in order to heal a cold, you know, because it costs the same amount as a life up. Like, I need that. It's valuable. So let's see if we can find our way through. There's a nice magic butterfly there, so let's go ahead and take advantage of it. You can see we've now actually made it to the other side of the bridge that's been broken with the guy on the other side. I guess we can talk to him and see what's going on. Crud, yeah, really. It's that is super inconvenient, isn't it? All right, another robo down there. Let's avoid him. Now, once we cross this bridge, we're going to be heading up to the north. You can see there's actually quite a lot of ways to go here, but most of the optional paths really just lead to presents or nothing at all. So, you know, it's not really, most of the presents aren't that useful either, so I wouldn't advise checking them out. It just means more time out here and more chance that you could get killed by something, so... Try to just, oh look, another magic butterfly. I guess we can take on the tree. And again, since we have the butterfly, let's heal and get that back. Those things are really a lifesaver out here, especially if you've been fighting a lot of those mobile sprouts. Okay, so instead of heading east, which is where we need to go, I'm going to take this curved path so we can fight another tree, and why not? Oh man. Wow, I totally just saved myself from dying there. Again, that's where the scrolling HP counter can really come in handy if you're careless like me or you get smashed. That was kind of rough, I'll admit. So kind of a close call there. Definitely do not underestimate the territorial oaks. They can hit you pretty hard if they get lucky. Okay, so now that we somehow managed to avoid dying there, we can continue along this path. There's a gift box at the end of it. We're gonna open it up. There's a hard hat inside. This is really the only thing I consider super worth picking up out here. We need to equip that because it's gonna replace our baseball cap. It increases our defense by another 9 points, so that's gonna help you out a whole lot. Definitely want to make sure to get that. Of course, now we gotta make our way back. I might even start avoiding the trees if I see them too. Alright, so I think over here, yeah, you can actually see this little cabin, but unfortunately there's no way to get off the cliff. Well, I'll change that statement later, but there's no legitimate way to get off this cliff. So we're gonna have to actually make our way around. You can see there's a cave out there. That's the way we're gonna have to get. We just need to, oh wow. Okay. And I hit up, so it looked like it came from behind, but I still managed to get into the battle without getting surprised. Okay, I got kind of lucky there and they didn't use PSI Magnet on me. It's also worth mentioning one thing that makes them really annoying is they can call for help and cause more of them to appear, so that's not good. Alright, so forward we go. I believe we are getting near the exit here. If I head south, I think there's a gift box. Ooh, definitely want to avoid that one. That wouldn't be a good fight. Okay, yeah, here's one. I think this is also worth picking up. It's a cup of life noodles, and it's not quite as good as it was in Mother 3, if you remember, if you watched that playthrough. I believe it was a actual, like resurrecting item. But in this one, I don't think it's near as good. Let's see what his description is. Okay, it does revive. All right. Yeah, and it also helps you against some statuses. Okay. So, for some reason, I had it in my head it wasn't as good, but apparently it does actually revive as well. So, definitely worth picking those up. Of course, right now, we've only got one person in our party, so it's not like there's anyone we can revive, but of course, we're going to be getting more. So it's worth getting. I'm getting a little unlucky here. I could probably manage this. And again, I cannot stress the importance of getting that hard hat enough. Those enemies, the spinning robos, only deal like 8 damage to me with their beams. The little UFOs deal like 2. So it really helps you out a whole lot. Okay, so we found this cave entrance. It looks like this is going to lead us through. There's a coil snake here. Wow, these, like I said at the beginning of the game, these are the weakest enemies. You get 1 EXP from them, so I don't know why they're all here, but oh, all right, I guess we can sneak up on them. Why not? Okay, so the other side of the cave, and this is going to be a, let's just say, strangely colored village. This is Happy Village, all right? You can see there's a lot of blue going on. There's also some kind of eerie music, but we'll just kind of ignore that for the time being. Yeah, I'm happy, all right. Yeah, this is going to talk about the Lilliput Steps, which is actually our next sanctuary location, but we don't really need to worry about that too much right now. This guy's monitoring those who don't pay at the food stand. I actually need to sell something. There is a drugstore here, though. It's not very clearly labeled. I guess it would be if you read the sign. But this is the drugstore, so gonna be buying and selling just a little bit here, not too much yet. I need to sell first. I actually got rid of the handbag strap in order to get this skip sandwich. But I just need 1 slot for something. I guess I could go ahead and sell the T-ball back because I know I'm going to be upgrading that here. So, you know, that'll go ahead and free up that spot so we can just go ahead and buy the next one. So obviously we're going to be getting the Sandlot bat here. There's also some other stuff. There's a fry pan. This is the first item that Ness actually can't equip. So obviously this is something, as well as the ribbon, that's going to be used by our next party member. Well, let's go ahead and get the Sandlot bat. And that's basically all we need from here. So let's go ahead and leave. And this guy, actually, I do need 1 more inventory slot. I guess let's just go ahead and eat the skip sandwich. It's not really that important. And whoa, hello. I do love how fast you move. That's always fun. So this is, we trust you. Feel free to shop here. So we can buy a couple things if we want. The good thing about this, though, is that, you know, it's just kind of based on trust. There's no one managing it, so let's just pay 0. Ness didn't pay. Yeah, let's just take the egg and leave. Of course, if we talk to this guy, though, we actually get in a fight, believe it or not. And this is an unassuming local guy. That's kind of an interesting little sprite there for him. Let's just bash him, and then he'll turn back to normal. So just fun little battle you can take part in there if you want. Yeah, something like that. And of course that does give you a chance to get an egg, which will again hatch into a chick and into a chicken. But I don't know, I might just wait around and go ahead and do that, so it's not chirping in my inventory while I'm doing stuff. Okay, so got a free 110 bucks out of that. It's always good. And of course, this guy is gone now, so I guess if you wanted to, you could just steal as much as you want at this point. There's no one to punish you for it. There's a couple other interesting things around the village. It's also this chick over here. So she's collecting donations. So donate what you can. No, I'm not going to donate to you. And then she says, I'll be your shadow, which is a little bit creepy. And it kind of is. Like, I don't know what it is about this, but like this chick following me, like it's just, it makes me uneasy. You can kind of lose her though if you get her stuck on like trees and stuff. She's not very good about pathing. Just like sitting there and just like following you around. It's actually, I don't know, like I said, I don't know what it is about it, but it's quite creepy. There's also actually an enemy down here as well. If I can get in here, there we go. We can fight this guy. We haven't seen these yet, so it's weird that they just introduced him out of the blue. This is an insane cultist. It does look a little bit insane. These guys are no threat whatsoever. They can call for help, but they really can't damage you. It's say 4 HP of damage. Like, there's nothing to worry about with these guys. Just bash a couple times. Pretty much free experience, really. All right, and we leveled up. Oh, baby, offense went up. Vitality, vitality. Give me some vitality. Ah. Oh, nice. Good PP increase there. And there's also a blue cow. What's up? Mr. Carpainter's messages always move me. All right. So yeah, Mr. Carpainter is a name we haven't heard, mostly just because we haven't been talking to people. This house over here, I believe you can sleep in. Yeah, lodging's available. So it's basically just like a hotel. They will charge you to sleep there, I believe. Yeah, so Mr. Carpainter, this is a name we're going to be hearing as we talk to people here. He's kind of the leader of this insane cult. So, he wants a girl. No, I don't mean it like that. He's looking for a girl. He can be the high priestess of happyism. He's already got her. Oh, well, we have heard of a kidnapping recently. I guess they would be connected, huh? Yeah, and this guy over here, he looks blue like everyone else, but he's actually just a healer, like in the hospital. So you could sell mushrooms and stuff there if you need. Another insane... Oh, that lady is following me still. Go away, lady. Alright, so I'm going to get out of here now. There's not really a whole lot else if I can lose her in the trees. There we go. So at this point, there's a couple ways to leave this town. We don't have a map. I'm hitting the button, but nothing's coming up, so we're kind of just on our own. A couple ways to leave. The way we want to go first to advance things a bit is to head up to this north cave. Let's go through here. We're going to have some more cultists along the way. Alright, get some actually decent experience there. It was just over 1,000 because they kept calling for help. Like, hey, I'll take it, you know? They can't do much damage, so. At this point, you can see we have come out on the north side of where this little cabin was that we saw before. So, there's also spiteful crows around, but it's weird because even though they're just as weak as they were before, you can't defeat them instantly. I'm not sure why that is. I mean, it's clear they're the exact same enemies. You take them down with one shot, you get 3 experience, and you even get a cookie at the end of it. So let's go ahead and just get rid of that and recover 6 HP. So I don't know. I guess they're just there to waste your time. Maybe if we sneak up? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I guess you have to sneak up on them here for some reason. It must be some scripted thing. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and again get rid of the cookie. This is kind of a common theme here. Alright, so let's check out this cabin here. Ah, we've heard this music before. And of course we see someone here in the cage. She's kind of freaking out a little bit. So definitely by this we can already tell this is Paula. She's the one we've been looking for. And it seems like she's kind of been looking for us as well. So we can't open the door. We have to get the key from Carpainter. Of course, we're going to have to confront the leader here. Can control lightning. So she's going to give us the Franklin badge. Pretty iconic EarthBound item. We get something similar on Earth and Mother 3 as well. So she's going to stay here, unfortunately. Yeah, just kick butt like she knows we can. Awesome. I love the inspirational bits in this game. So yeah, we now have the Franklin badge. Let's go ahead and check out its description. This is by keeping it as one of your items, it deflects lightning back at the attacker. Super nice to hold on to. Required, actually, to finish this section of the game. So we're going to have it. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, look, it's Pokey. Come on. We knew there's like one fat kid they were talking about. Like, take a guess. Who could it be? Master Pokey, huh? Later potato. All right, that's not threatening at all. So we got a forced battle here. This is super easy. Take out the crow first just because it can steal your items. It's not a threat at all. None of these guys are, but you know, you might as well just... Oh, really? Don't miss. At least he's just sitting there with a big grin on his face. And from here, I think Auto Fight should be able to take it out. So, yeah, there's an example of if you want to be lazy and just let the computer beat the enemies for you. So yeah, Pokey runs away at this point. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do to catch him, even though he is still on screen for a little bit. So at this point, we've learned from Paula that we need to confront Carpainter, the leader of this happyism cult, and get the key from him in order to free her. All right, gained a level in that battle as well, but it was just a minor one. We gained a handful of HP and PP, nothing really worth talking about. There's another cave over here. Yeah, it's a strange and anti-blue place. This is actually the Lilliput Steps. We don't need to be checking this out. I mean, theoretically, I guess you could, but we're going to be waiting on it. So we need to be confronting Carpainter. You can kind of guess where he would be because, well, it's going to be the biggest building here. Kind of this multi-story stuff, and it looks a lot bigger once we get inside. Let's check out our status real quick. We're a little bit low, so I do think I'm going to go down by this farm. And, wait, is this... Okay, no, it's not an enemy, it's just a guy. And we also got this not blue house over here. What? What? I not sure, boing. Friends in valley behind Threed, ding ding. Alright. Sure, I guess we'll take that. So, again, I'm gonna rest here at the lodgings. And, oh wow, it's very blue in here. I'm not really interested, but I would like to stay. Fortunately, nothing bad happened, although this is very blue. I probably wouldn't be able to sleep because I could just be so in my face, you know? I couldn't help but just lay awake and think about it all night. Alright, so now let's head into the big building where Carpainter is. And then once we kind of finish that off, that'll probably be where we stop. I know we're running a little late, but I kind of want to finish off this little chapter before we leave. Alright, check this out. Oh, man. That's pretty interesting. We can kind of make our way. Can't quite go fully around the outside, though. So that's unfortunate. So you may wonder how we're going to have to get through here. Well, we're going to have to figure out who we can talk to get to move. You can pick them out if you look very closely. They're the ones that kind of walk faster. They take about 1.5 steps for every other one. So we can get a little bit of glimpse here. There's also, of course, some presence along the way. So we can talk to this guy. And they'll move. Some of them will move. Some of them will fight you. So it just kind of depends. There's a croissant inside. That's just a recovery item. It's not really too worth checking out. Let's see. I believe we need to be heading up this way. And, you know, at least some of them are somewhat polite. Is this correct? Because I can't talk to... Yeah, we got, like, these guys up here. Now, we may have to head down. I don't remember the path exactly. But, you know, there's only so many different ways you can go, so it's not like it's too complicated. Let's see. I can talk to this guy, but I don't think I can talk to the guy behind him. So he moves, yeah, but then we're blocked off here because we can't talk to this guy. So we can't talk to him either. These two, I believe, yeah, these two are moving fast, so we should be able to get through here. Yeah, nah, that's not true. I can walk wherever I want. Nope, that's not it. I'm still new at this. Yeah, so they'll move out of the way, and this will let us get through. There we go. It can take a little bit to figure out just what guys you need to move. Skip sandwich in here. Again, not really interested in taking that. So I believe, yeah, these two down here will move. Actually, the bottom one will not move because he doesn't have an empty spot over to the side, so we're probably going to have to fight him. Yep, don't go to heaven. Wow. Okay, that's kind of mean. And once we defeat him, he fades away, and this will pretty much give us access to the rest. Quite a lot of slowdown here, because I'm sure this is a ton of stuff to process on here. And of course, this is an actual SNES console and not some emulator that can have boosted performance or anything, so this is the real deal, folks. This is what it was like playing the SNES. Alright, so we make our way through. The game moves noticeably faster as well. Okay, I screamed because I didn't know what else to do. Alright, well, that works. Okay, so let's head upstairs, and this is obviously the big guy himself. You also notice that statue. Looks a little bit familiar, doesn't it? We've seen something like that before, if you remember where. So we can talk to, this is definitely Carpainter here. Needs our assistance to help make the world blue. Change it to a happy and peaceful society. Well, the last part sounds good, but the blue I'm not so fond of. Maybe if we made it green. But no, I won't be your right hand. So as you can see, he actually attacks us with lightning there. If you didn't have the Franklin badge, you could talk to him, but you would just get sent back to the beginning of the building. If you have the Franklin badge, you can actually enter the battle. This is a pretty neat little background that's going on here, and of course this cool music. So Mr. Carpainter is super easy. You really don't need to worry about it. This crashing boom bang attack, it's only got about a 25% chance of hitting, and if it does hit you, it gets reflected by the Franklin badge. So really he just hurts himself or nobody when he does it. He can life up, but it's really just, you know, a matter of adding more time. His pain attacks are a little bit stronger than the standard enemies, but still nothing to worry about. And it looks like he took himself out with the lightning, so you can pretty much just mash the A button on this one. You can really hit auto fight if you wanted, I guess. So he's going to mention this, the Mani Mani statue behind me. It's the first time we've heard what they actually are. He's been doing peculiar things since he got it. And he's going to give us the key to the jail cell where Paula's being held. Take it and go. Our backpack is full. Oh, man, here we go again. Let's, what can I get rid of? I want to get rid of... I guess we could just drop the baseball cap. Alright, so he's going to give us the key to the cabin. And we can't do anything with the statue. He's still standing in the way, but this pretty much ends the hold that he had over the town. We can talk to the guy here. We went after Mr. Carpainter, and we're awesome. Yeah, at least he didn't scream this time. And also, as we head back out, you can see pretty much all of his adherents have completely left. There's a few still kind of straggling around. 3 people remaining. Yeah, probably a good idea. And of course, free access to the presents if for some reason you didn't get them before. And even Pokey somehow woke up. Promised to be good. Yeah, I'm sure you will. No. Okay, well, off he goes. So now, as you can see, everything's pretty much back to normal. Everything is still blue. Let's see if the cow has any regrets. Wasn't such a great idea after all. No, not really. Yep, everyone's pretty much woken up. You can also talk to the lady over here, the one who would follow us around before. And she'll actually have a chance to apologize. I guess it's fine, just don't do it anymore. Okay, so now we got the key to the cabin, and that will let us free Paula, and then we'll see what we do from there. But I believe this is where we are going to stop for the time being. So till next time, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then.